Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Mastodon Comics and Music. As always, I am your host, the Mastodon. Today, little music portion. This is a ranking video. I haven't done one in a little while. It's been over a year since I did the first one, which was Thin Lizzy. If you haven't checked that out, please go check it out and give me your own ranking if you enjoy Thin Lizzy's music. But today, the music of Iron Maiden. I'm going to rank their studio albums. I believe there's 16 or 17. I can't remember the exact count. Overall 40-year career, 40 plus year career. And aiding me today is today's current Moon Knight May read. Moon Knight issue 20. Look at that beautiful Bill Sienkiewicz cover. Just an awesome rendering. Kicking it off today with number 16. Now that I've checked the count, Somewhere in Time. Now, as an Iron Maiden fan, I like all their albums equally. It's just this one does not hit for me the way it does, the way a lot of the other ones do. I know a lot of people that are Iron Maiden fans are gonna speak out about this because I know this is somewhat a popular album, but it never hit for me. But Somewhere in Time, there's some good stuff on here. Obviously, Caught Somewhere in Time, Wasted Years is a great song. Sea of Madness, Heaven Can Wait. It just the rest of the album, it doesn't hit for me the way a lot of the other albums do. This is where I'm really going to get flack because I know a lot of people view Virtual 11 as one of their worst albums. I enjoy it. I think it's a great album. Album number 15 on my list. I like the Klansman, and Don't Look to the Eyes of a Stranger. The Blaze Bayley albums, I enjoyed the Blaze Bayley albums, as you'll see. But this one, it just like Somewhere in Time, it doesn't hit the same. Coming in at number 14 is No Prayer for the Dying. Some of that good Riggs cover art. This is another one. Came at the end of the original Bruce Dickinson run. I enjoy it. It just doesn't resonate. Some good songs: Mother Russia, Tail Gunner, Holy Smoke, No Prayer for the Dying, obviously. Run Silent, Run Deep, taken off of the old war movie. Coming in at number 13, A Matter of Life and Death. Great album, solid album. And we're starting to move into the fluid territory where these could move up and down depending on what day, what flavor it is. This is the third album from the second era of Bruce Dickinson. A lot of great writing on this. Great songs. Different World, obviously. Out of the Shadows, the reincarnation of Benjamin Brigg. I thoroughly enjoy that song. It's probably my favorite song on this album. Coming in at number 12, The Final Frontier. Great album. I was just looking the other day, and this album is 11 years old already. Where did that go? I'm astounded at how quickly time goes anymore. Just wild. Great songs. El Dorado, Mother of Mercy, um, The Talisman. Just some great tracks on this one. Coming in at where was I? Number 11. Uh, Dance of Death. This one really didn't hit that hard for me. It was on some days would probably be lower. Uh, that cover is just horrible. I never did enjoy it. I never did like this cover. But Wildest Dreams, No More Lies, Monsegur. Adrian Smith took over a lot of uh, writing duties on this album. I believe he wrote Passchendaele. Just some great songs on this album. Just depending on the day, it hits different. Coming in at number 10, I believe. Um, Power Slave. Now I know for a lot of people this should be a lot higher on the list, and again, this is the fluid territory for me. Um, some days this ranks right up there in the top five for me. It's a great album, uh, awesome awesome songs. Second album with Nico on drums. Ace is High, 2 Minutes to Midnight, um, Flash of the Blade, Power Slave, and classic, epic Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. I've heard a lot of great covers of this song. A great black metal band called, I believe, Opera 10. I can't remember positively, with a female singer. Just a great rendition of that song. Up next is Book of Souls. Now this album debuted at number 1, which is just awesome that 40 years into their career they can still, well, at this point it was 35, because this album here is 5-6 years old already, but it's just awesome that far into their career they can still debut an album at number 1, an album in 2015, when almost nobody is buying albums. Just a great, this is a great album. I went for the deluxe edition when I bought it. Got it at a discounted price, because I pre-ordered it because Iron Maiden fan. I kind of have to. Um, great songs on here. I need to break this out and listen to it again. It's been a while. I haven't listened to it in quite a while, but the whole album is solid. Next up, X Factor. Really love this album. First album with Blaze Bayley. They'd taken a break for a few years, did some touring, and obviously Bruce had gone solo, and they picked Blaze Bayley out of his band Wolfsbane at the time, and I think they managed to produce a pretty solid album here. Great writing. Sign of the Cross, Lord of the Flies, Man on the Edge, Fortunes of War. Just this is a cover to cover album for me. This may appear on the Cover to Cover show at some point. I don't know. We'll see. Just a great album. Up next, ironically so, at number 7, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Solid album. That cover is just absolutely phenomenal. Just a great album cover. I love it. Eddie kind of, I'm assuming that's supposed to be like an embryo. I don't know what's going on there, because I was always thought he was a male, but whatever. Infinite Dreams, Can I Play with Madness, one of their top hits. Evil That Men Do. If you've never checked it out, check out live footage of this, and watch Steve Harris playing the bass on this. I swear to God, you cannot see his fingers moving on The Evil That Men Do. It's absolutely unbelievable. The Clairvoyant, The Prophecy, Only the Good Die Young, Only the Good Die Young. Great, great, great. Coming in at number 6, Fear of the Dark. This one ranks really high for me because it is Fear of the Dark is my favorite Iron Maiden song of all time. Love that song. Just a great album, classic. Again, another late in the Bruce Dickinson, the first Bruce Dickinson era. Be Quick or Be Dead, From Here to Eternity, Afraid to Shoot at Strangers, of course. Wasting Love, the title track, Judas Be My, just a solid album. Love it. Next up, down to the top 5, the self-titled freshman album from the band. Paul Di'Anno on vocals, and Clive Burr on drums, the original drummer on drums. Actually, Thunderstick was their original drummer, but not on recording. This is just a great introduction to Iron Maiden. If you're looking to get into Iron Maiden, I definitely recommend the first 2 albums. We did the album after this, Killers, on Cover to Cover, and it just a solid album. Just amazing. I love it. Great tracks on there. Prowler, Sanctuary. Interestingly enough, I believe it was Sanctuary, or Sanctuary. There is car sirens, like police sirens, and I was going down the highway one time, and those sirens hit, and I thought I was getting pulled over. It was hilarious. Next up, the reintroduction of both Adrian Smith and Bruce Dickinson into the Iron Maiden family. They had both come back. Solid album. This is the first Iron Maiden album I ever bought. Didn't listen to it a lot until later, when I started buying some of the other albums. I just rediscovered it at that point, and fell in love with The Wicker Man, Ghost of the Navigator, Brave New. The entire album is just phenomenal. Definitely check this out. This is a great comeback for the band, that's for sure. Coming in at number 3, the third album, Number of the Beast, first album with Bruce Dickinson, last album with Clive Burr. Just unbelievable album. I believe this is their top one of their top selling albums, and it's just another cover to cover album. Invaders, Children of the Damned, such a good song. The Prisoner, Number of the Beast, with that great introduction. I just Run to the Hills, one of their big hits. Hallowed Be Thy Name. I mean, you cannot go wrong with Number of the Beast. Such a great album, and that cover, solid cover. Next up, the album that sucked me into the world of Iron Maiden, Killers, second album, last one to feature Paul Di'Anno, first album with Adrian Smith. Just amazing cover from Derek Riggs, and amazing introduction. Ides of March, flowing directly into Wrathchild. I'll bring that in closer. Murders in the Rue Morgue, Another Life. It's just nonstop. Classic new wave of British heavy metal on this. Definitely a great starting point for anybody wanting to get into Iron Maiden. And coming in at number 1, my favorite Iron Maiden album, Peace of Mind. I mean, I couldn't imagine seeing this on the shelf in 1983 and going, what are they doing to Eddie? What are they doing? Because he's obviously been committed, which goes along with that Peace of Mind title. Uh, Classic songs: Where Eagles Dare, Revelations, Flight of Icarus, Die with Your, if you're gonna die, die with your boots on. Just a great Western tinged uh, song. Of course, The Trooper. Just such a great guitar intro. Just, oh my God. Still Life, Quest for Fire. Join My Quest for Fire. Sun and Steel. Just a great album. I couldn't talk about how wonderful this album is more. Um, any of these albums, including Virtual 11 and Somewhere in Time, you would definitely score with. They're great, great albums. So, number 1, Peace of Mind. Number 2, Killers. Number 3, Number of the Beast. Number 4, definitely pick this up if you're going to get into Iron Maiden. Killers, Number of the Beast, Brave New World. Great albums. Iron Maiden, the self-titled. Fear of the Dark. Seventh Son, number 7. X Factor. First Blaze Bayley. They keep falling over. Don't want to stay up. Book of Souls. Great. If this is their swan song, I would be all for it. Great album. Number 9, Power Slave. Number 10. Number 11, Dance of Death. Number 12, Final Frontier. Number 13, A Matter of Life and Death. Number 14, No Prayer for the Dying. Number 15, Virtual 11. And coming in dead last for me, for personal listening reasons, Somewhere in Time. Again, I love all these albums dearly. If you can, definitely check out some of their live stuff. Rock in Rio, and just great live stuff from the band, because they put on a hell of a show. Bruce running around. I mean, they're all running around and doing weird shit, but great band. Please feel free to do your own rankings in the comments below, and feel free to harass me about where some of mine are in my rankings. Thank you for joining me today, joining me and friend Moon Knight for this album ranking. Iron Maiden. Get out there and listen to some music.